Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Max, and in today's video, it's going to be in reference to gameplay that I had on my stream last Friday. And it's going to be another one of those, I got called out in my Twitch chat, slash post-game chat, and I wanted your guys' opinion of if what I did was right or wrong. Which, by the way, thanks for everyone for being extremely communicative and, like, willing to have discussions on it, because it teaches me a lot that the community that's willingly able to talk about the game and not an extremely negative mentality is, like, actually pretty thoughtful, which, you know, the Reddit, in my opinion, would suggest otherwise. And this individual in particular from this game, I don't think they say anything in the post-game chat from my knowledge, but they did go into my Twitch chat, drop a follow, and proceed to ignore all rules I had about being nice, and dropped slurs in addition to name calling, in which case I immediately banned them, reported them on Twitch, because in my opinion that's toxic behavior. Aside from that entire thing, the whole reason why I wanted to talk about this game was a decision in particular that revolved around the end game. I don't know how much of the game you're going to see early. I'm just going to edit in the video after the fact, but in short, a lot of these generators got done pretty quickly relative to the amount of pressure I could mount in the middle of the game, and it got to a point where nobody was on death hook. All generators were completed, and at that point I had one individual on hook, at which I decided it was best to sort of quote-unquote salvage the situation and proxy / camp that hook to secure the one kill, because the reality is I just did not play the game nearly as well as I should have. A lot of generators got done without me really paying attention. Survivors were able to consistently reset and kind of negate the pressure I could build up in the game. So all of that collectively led me to a point where I decided it was probably best for me to secure one hook as opposed to trying to reach out, maybe get another down, hopefully get another hook stage. And that's just mostly because my Steam achievement that I'm trying to go for is getting 1,000 sacrifices. Doesn't matter how many hooks I get, I got to get some sacrifices in. So that was more or less the decision making and choice behind the game. Now, I will probably go ahead and just jump to the key point where I wanted to talk about, because the rest of this game, in my opinion, just kind of shows that I didn't really get a whole lot done. I mean, I'll pan through it just in case to look over it, but chases lasted a while. They had some good dead hards, which against Huntress were pretty strong, in my opinion. I have everyone injured. I'm able to get a third hook. You'll see here, this is about the last portion in time where I'm on the far side of the map. There's people healing over here. 2 generators are done. At this point, this Ash is trying to loot me on this last little bit of a pallet. Good crouch on his part. And at this point now, eventually I get him down here. This is the key beginning component that I want to talk about in the game, because the chases lasted a while. They did a really good job of maintaining gen pressure, and this is more of the key decision making, so you guys have the example of what I'm talking about. So here, I'm going to pause really quickly so you could see barbecue and chili shows me someone is on a generator on the opposite side of the map, and I hadn't been there for, at this point now, close to a minute in time, at least, because I was walking away from it. So they probably have a decent amount of gen progress on it. They've been doing gens pretty efficiently over the course of this game, and the Meg right there is running away injured. I figured she was going to be my next target to go for, although idiot me, RPD, I pathed completely incorrectly towards the main area. I could have just gone up the stairs here, but I did waste some time trying to just get to the center portion. This is completely incorrect pathing on my part, and I fully understand that's a mistake on my end. Here a generator gets done, and it's on the upstairs of main building. This is not, or I should say the main lobby area, not main building. And this is not the generator that was getting done on the other side of the map. So at this point now, with that generator presumably having a good chunk of progress getting done, in my opinion, my best choice was to go back and proxy and secure this one kill, just let everyone else get out. Now, my question is that a good or bad decision-making choice in terms of optimal play from the killer side? I'm not really here to question if that was a smart, or if camping slash proxying is good or bad for the game. It's more just, was that decision making correct? And as you can see in the middle of that unhook, the escape symbol shows up. The generator did get completed. So in my opinion, I made a good decision to not worry about pressuring that gen because it did get done anyways. I didn't know that, but my, intuition, internal timer just kind of said, yeah, they're probably going to get it done. So I'm not even going to bother going all the way out that way. I was able to proxy that hook and exchange hits to make sure that that person doesn't get down. They get unhooked, a dead hard here to try and body block. Really good job on the Meg's part, to be fair. I'm able to get the hook here, and now she runs into that back corner a little far enough away for me to get the time to reload. And now this is the core situation that I wanted to talk about, because here I am fully ready to accept my 1K by proxying, controlling this hook. Everyone can get out and leave. In my opinion, that's okay, because sure, everyone else is injured, but where I am in proximity to the other exit gates, there is a very real chance that they can just run right by me, and I can't do anything about it. They can run right by me, get the unhook, take a BT hit, and that person, probably both people, get out once the exit gates are 99. With the way that I'm proxying around here, they've had plenty of opportunity to get the exit gates prepped. In the direction they were running, I imagine it was the front door. You could see I get a nurse's calling aura here. Now, while I could have gone for this, I was still in that mindset of the fourth person is unknown. They might be going for the unhook. I'm just going to go back and secure my kill. I want to know, is this decision-making bad? If it is, I'm happy to improve and change my gameplay, because to be fair, it's not really impressive to do this. But you'll see here, the Meg does end up getting healed to try and go for the unhook, but because of the hatchet into M1, I am able to secure a down. And at this point now, I just wait a couple more seconds out to get the kill. And at this point, I'm actually able to convert my 1K into a 2K. Scratch marks are shown right here. That wasn't where the Meg had passed through. So now I have information on all 4 survivors. I just got one fully killed. One is on hook, one is nearby, and now one actually decided to exit the gate. I knew where they were because the endgame collapse timer had started, but she's far enough away. I don't know which gate it is, but I know she's not nearby. And at that point, now that she's escaped, I am now just left to a 1v1 scenario with the Ash, where the Meg that is on hook could try to Kobe 3 times to go for free out. But at this area right now, I've locked the Ash in pretty well. If he's stuck behind that, he shouldn't be able to get out. And she missed the Kobe 3 times, and I was able to convert a 1K into a 3K. In my opinion, from a little bit of poor coordination on their part to try and go for the unhook from the proxying of the hook. But my question to everyone is, like, is that decision making seen as bad? Because in my opinion, I lost the majority of the early and mid game. So full disclosure, like, I wanted to give the context of the game. I got rolled, just straight up. They did a great job of keeping me busy. I couldn't get any pressure amounted to them, so I wanted to try and escape with my 1K and just get out. I'm gonna pause right here just for the sake of you guys seeing their build. I don't want to show that post-game chat and stuff going on in the YouTube video, because it's gonna wrap up pretty quickly. But you'll see none of their builds were extremely obnoxious in my opinion, but they were all pretty solid. And I guess at my point is, like, is what I did wrong? Because yes, proxying slash camping, absolutely not a good gameplay experience. I'm 100% right there with you. There is a whole other discussion slash argument to be had about how we can change the game so that that isn't going to happen nearly as much. But the mindset of, I have lost the early game, let me take what I can get, is that wrong? That's more my question for you guys. If you're willing to share your opinion in the comments below, I'd really appreciate it, because in my opinion, I didn't do anything wrong. And once again, I want to give the context and preface it. The survivors all played great. They did a phenomenal job keeping me busy. I, in my opinion, was going against people who were above what I was able to go against on this map. So they played great. I don't want it to come off as like oh, I couldn't do anything else, so I had to camp. Like, that's absolutely not true. I made plenty of mistakes throughout the game. I mean, you guys even saw pathing incorrectly, wasting time trying to hold up a hatchet for a down. The list goes on for where I can improve. But at the current context that portion of the game was at, was I okay in trying to stop them from amounting any more escapes and just secure what I could get? That's really it, is the mindset of secure what I can get wrong. That's all I'm really talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching the video all the way to the end. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. If you enjoy the question, little discussion, like the video, let me know what other comments and, you know, discussions you'd like to see in the future. And if you guys have been enjoying the videos, I'll ask if you could subscribe. I've actually been doing really well on YouTube to my expectations, and it's been super nice. If you guys want to see more gameplay live, Tuesday through Friday, noon o'clock Central Time in the US, I am on Twitch for at least a couple hours, so come stop by, say hello. I'd be happy to chit chat with anyone from the YouTube community. And that's about it. Take care, everybody. Peace.